What's going on YouTube? Unc0ver right here. So in today's video we have for you another jailbreak for the iOS 11.0 all the way up to iOS 11.4 beta 3 that has been released just now by Pwn20wnd. This video is brought to you by Tenorshare and their program iCarePhone, which helps you back up your device and keep your device in shape. Check the program out in the link below. So just a few seconds ago, Pwn20wnd has released this jailbreak in here called Unc0ver or Unc0ver, which works for iOS 11.0 all the way up to iOS 11.4 beta 3. Now you're going to ask me, how is this different compared to Electra? Well, this jailbreak has been written from scratch and it contains absolutely nothing from the Electra. And this jailbreak I have been testing for quite some days because I've been a tester for Pwn20wnd on this jailbreak. I had early access on the source code and of course the binaries, and of course I have tested this thoroughly during these days, and it does provide a better jailbreak experience compared to the Electra. Now how it does that? Well, it has a native build of Cydia for the iOS 11, which means that it's faster, it's much more stable, it's looking better, and of course it supports the iPhone X screen size and so on. The jailbreak actually uses the Cydia substrate for tweak injection, which is definitely better, and of course all the modifications to the Cydia have been done with Sorik's approval, which of course Sorik is the developer of Cydia, so he knows about this jailbreak, he knows about the modifications, and these modifications are done with his permission, so no conflicting and so on. Aside from that, it's definitely faster, it doesn't drain your battery, and of course it doesn't freeze overnight and reboot your device. Definitely a better jailbreak, and if you are using the Electra, I definitely recommend you to switch right now. I'm going to show you how to do that in a couple seconds. So you're going to get it from here, from the Unc0ver repo in here. You're going to navigate down below to the download link, and of course the download link is available in here on changelog rc1 initial release. You're pressing here and you get the unc0ver.ipa. So what you have to do in here is to go ahead and open Cydia Impactor. Cydia Impactor can be downloaded from the description down below, and what you're pretty much going to do is to sign this IPA file in here and of course put it on the device. All you have to do is to remove the old Electra jailbreak. You do not have to perform any restore, you don't have to use future restore or any of that gunk. All you have to do is to install the jailbreak, and the jailbreak will pretty much take care of cleaning anything out, any traces of the Electra, any traces of the Tor, any other jailbreak that you might have used. It will be cleared out so that you can start fresh with the Unc0ver or Unc0ver jailbreak by Pwn20wnd. And as I said, this works for the iOS 11.0 all the way up to iOS 11.4 beta 3. So anything in between, including iOS 11.3.x, will work. So yeah, all you have to do is to connect your phone, drag and drop it in here, and sign it with your Apple ID, which I'm going to do right now. So as you can see, it's now being signed and put on the device, and it will be installed, and you're going to be able to see the logo of the jailbreak on your home screen in a few seconds. So I'm on my device in here running iOS 11.3.1, and all I have to do now is to pretty much go ahead on the Unc0ver application. However, as you can see, it doesn't start directly, it's not going to work because it's not verified. So all I have to do is to go ahead in here on settings and navigate to general, and then scroll down to device management. Pressing here on the Apple ID, press trust, and there we go. And now I will be able to pretty much close the Wi-Fi settings in here because it may interfere with the exploit, and open the Unc0ver application. Now, as you can see in here, it looks very nice, and of course the jailbreak application is pretty much this. You press jailbreak and you would be able to jailbreak the device running iOS 11.0 all the way up to iOS 11.4 beta 3. However, you also have some important settings available in here, and as you can see, they are neatly organized so that you can pretty much toggle them on and off very easily. So the features that it has are all contained in here. You have the load tweaks, which if you toggle this off will disable the tweaks. You have the daemons, dump app ticket, which is pretty much similar to the SH2 blobs, but it's on device, and we cannot use this for downgrades for the moment, but it's a good idea to pretty much dump it, so leave that toggled. You have refresh icon cache, and then of course you have two very important components, that is the disable auto updates and disable app revokes. These are pretty much for disabling the iOS updates overnight, and then the disable app revokes if you're using Ignition or Tweakbox or App Volley. This will prevent you from having your applications revoked. Then you have the override boot nonce, and this is very useful for downgrading. Export kernel task port, which is unsafe, so you should probably leave that untoggled unless you explicitly need that. Then you have the kernel exploit. Now, as you can see in my case, it's pretty much selected the AL, which is pretty much the empty list. That one is a little bit less reliable, in fact is very unreliable, because of course it will reboot a lot, but this one doesn't require you a paid developer account, so you don't need to pay the $100 for a developer account. The AW in there for the kernel exploit is actually targeting the iOS 11.0 all the way up to iOS 11.1.2. It's the Async Wake exploit, which is of course not compatible with 11.3.1 and so on. Then you have the boot nonce, which you can pretty much set the generator in there, and then you have the expiry, which tells you how much your certificate is going to last. In my case, since I signed this with a free developer account, it's going to last for 6 days or 7 days, a week. So yeah, you can definitely open the application and check it out in there, and you will know when you will have to pretty much re-sign the application. As you can see, this jailbreak is very rich in features with a lot of thought put into it. So yeah, definitely worth updating to this jailbreak if you're using the Electra, because this one compared to the Electra is much more stable and way better built. I actually had a chance to look over the source code, which I understand most of it, and it's definitely well read. So let's jailbreak with it right now. I'm going to do that. I'm going to press the big button here, and I'm going to be right back once it jailbroke. However, keep in mind that it will restart one time no matter what. No matter how reliable the exploit you're using is, it will restart once to clean up the device, just in case you have any debris from other jailbreaks and so on. So be right back. So my device restarted. I'm using the VFS exploit with the Unc0ver, so it took a while, it took a few restarts, but I have Cydia installed, and as you can see, this is a custom version of Cydia. You can see that the interface is actually cleaner with no more blank spaces and so on. It has been updated to work fine with iOS 11, and of course it does install very fast. It no longer resprings for no reason and so on, so everything is just fine working in here. The Cydia itself works very fast. So a very good idea is to check it out. Definitely works faster. And by the way, I was announced by the Ignition team that they have already put the Unc0ver on the ignition.fun, though it's not the MPTCP version. This one is the VFS version, which takes some reboots. But anyways, if you want this version here to pretty much skip the entire computer required part, and if you don't want to use a computer, go to ignition.fun, select Unc0ver and press install in there, and you will be able to install it with no computer. And if you check it out in here, the certificate is for 1 year. So settings in here, and as you can see, the certificate says it's going to expire in 341 days. Anyways, as you can see, the jailbreak works fine. The new Cydia is definitely better, it's less cluttered, and of course no more weird errors and so on. Definitely check this jailbreak out. This is pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm GeoSnow. Until the next time, subscribe to stay updated. Peace out.